Avengers Endgame isn't even a week old, but already fans have started to pick apart nods, winks, and references to the wider Marvel Universe featured in the film. The stage is set for a distinctly different era of the franchise, and with the likes of the Eternals and Shang-Chi set to join the MCU in Phase 4, it's clear Marvel don't have a shortage of heroes to call upon to replace their departing stars. Spinning off from that, Endgame dangled plenty of future plot threads throughout its runtime, but one that may have coasted beneath the radar actually teases the arrival of a major Marvel hero, Namor the Submariner. But where does it happen, and why is all the fuss warranted? I'm Ewan from What Culture, and let's dive into Endgame's Namor Easter egg. So, first things first. Who is Namor? Well, Namor the Submariner is one of Marvel's oldest ever characters, and predates DC's Aquaman by several years, the more you know. He emerged during World War II and fought alongside Captain America, Bucky, and the original Human Torch as a part of the Invaders, an allied group of superheroes who fought against the Nazi menace, and the character's been a staple of Marvel's books ever since. The mutant son of a sea captain and an Atlantean princess, Namor is the ruler of the underwater kingdom of Atlantis and is highly skeptical of land dwellers. He decries humanity's destruction of the ocean and has even threatened war against other nation-states as a result, making him less an out-and-out protagonist and more of an anti-hero. Over the years, Namor has been associated with the Fantastic Four, he fancies the pants off of Sue Storm, the X-Men, due to him being a mutant, and of course the Avengers. More recently, Namor has been embroiled in multiple skirmishes with Wakanda, and that could be the exact area Marvel looked to exploit on the big screen. Overall, the Submariner is the complete package. Complex, brooding, and devilishly powerful, Namor has the potential to be a leading figure in the MCU for years to come. So where does this supposed Namor Easter egg occur in Endgame? Well, relatively early on actually, just after the 5-year time jump comes into effect. Attempting to retain some semblance of the Avengers, Black Widow holds a conference call with Captain Marvel, War Machine, Rocket, and Okoye. The head of the Dora Milaje is present to relay information regarding earthquake tremors off the coast of Wakanda. When pressed on the question by Natasha, she simply replies that Wakanda will simply leave them be. It's potentially vague, but the exchange feels rather deliberate. Too much of Namor's recent history is tied up with Wakanda for it to mean nothing, and Nat's anxiety clearly means there's something more to these tremors than meets the eye. Of course, this isn't the only instance where Namor has been teased in the MCU. A blip on a S.H.I.E.L.D. map in Iron Man 2 seemingly confirmed that the agency were monitoring an underwater locale in the South Atlantic. What else could it possibly be other than Atlantis? Of course, those familiar with Namor over the last decade will also likely be aware of the snafu revolving around the character's on-screen rights. At first they were with Universal, then Marvel, but then not with Marvel again, and then somehow with Marvel again, and well, point being, the whole situation is a tad convoluted, and it's only recently that the House of Ideas has publicly declared the character's availability. Although Marvel Studios head honcho Kevin Feige said that Namor was, quote, definitively at Universal back in 2013, chatter in the years since has indicated pretty much the exact opposite. Feige again weighed into the topic of Namor in 2018 while talking to IGN, stating that, quote, there's a way to probably figure it out, but it's not as clean or clear as the majority of other characters. Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson mysteriously deleted a tweet referencing Namor earlier in the year, and if the Submariner's situation is even vaguely similar to that of the Hulk's, it could be that Marvel are able to feature the character in other MCU films, but without the prospect of a solo feature to come. But I want to know what you think of Endgame's Namor Easter egg. Post your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I've been Ewan. You can catch up on my thirsty Namor posts on Twitter at EwanRuinsThings, and I'll see you next time. Bye!